There's another story, true story, sadly, that comes to mind for me when I was a young woman and I had this new car, this little sports car that I was in love with. You know, not a high-end sports car by any means, but it was mine and it had leather seats and air conditioning and I was so excited. I was in love with this thing. And a couple months after I got it, I started having this nervousness that somebody was going to bump into me, and I couldn't shake that feeling until one day I got rear-ended at a stoplight. And so I pull over and this young man comes out. I think he was maybe about 21 and I wasn't much older than him. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I think there's something wrong with my brakes." And I could have easily said, "Oh, this is my car. How could you do that? You need to be more careful." And it wouldn't have changed the outcome, but it sure would have changed the energy of that interaction. So I told him, "You know what? That's all right. Let's contact the insurance and we'll get it taken care of." And I actually shook his hand and said, "Don't worry about it. Have a good evening." And as it turned out, he died later that night in a car accident. And if my parting words to him were of anger and self-righteousness and you need to be more careful and this bitterness, I would have regretted it forever. And I didn't. So, as Wayne Dyer taught us, when you have the choice to be right or be kind, choose kind. Thank you for joining me for Wisdom Wednesday. I will see you next week. I'm Nadia Delacruz. You can find me at angeltarot.org and on the Wayne Dyer Wisdom community. Love to you all. Love to each other. Namaste.